You open your inbox and there it is, sitting in there waiting for you, an email from a parent. Okay, that's okay. We have a strategy and I want to help you to become a confident teacher because this is not going to be the last email that you get. So let's make a plan and work out what we need to do to make this an easier process for you. Number one, acknowledge that feeling. It could be frustration, it could be anger. Just read the email, then step away. Give yourself a little break. You don't have to respond straight away. It's not a text from a friend, it's a professional email. So give yourself a little bit of time to just assess the situation and work out exactly what the parent is trying to say. Because oftentimes the parent just wants to inquire something. So often it's not an attack. Most parents don't hate the teacher, they just want to advocate for their child. So just read it with an open mind and see it from their perspective. Next thing to do is to work out what actually is being said. For example, maybe your email is just a parent wanting to inquire about something that's happened in the classroom. I know I got an email from a parent that wanted to know why the classroom was so noisy because their daughter couldn't concentrate properly. So it could be just something like that. At first, I know it feels like an attack. It feels like they're judging you for your classroom management. But I have to just put that aside and just read it from their perspective that they're concerned for their daughter and they want the best for their daughter's learning environment. So I'll take it from that perspective. So that's step one. Just reassess and take a breath. The next thing I need to do is decide, is it worth calling or making a meeting time? In this case, not really, because it's just inquiring about the learning environment, so an email will suffice. That will be fine. So you need to just assess what is really urgent and what is just an issue that just needs a little bit of clarification. And that's okay. So I'm going to send an email because it's not that urgent. My email will start with an acknowledgement. Thank you for reaching out. In your case, if it's something that you already knew about, thank you for reaching out. I am aware of this. Thank you for reminding me. Or if you're not aware, thank you for alerting me to this situation. So whatever the situation is for you, just acknowledge the fact that they've reached out. Step two, validate the parents' concerns. It's really hard for parents to argue with you if you're agreeing with them. So find something, don't just blindly agree, but find something that you do actually agree with. Yes, on that particular day, the room was a little bit noisy, and here's why. So step three, I'm going to give you the facts. Tell the parent exactly what happened and tell them the reasons why. Tell them what your classroom strategy is. Tell them what actually happened that day in which they're referring to. It's also a really good idea to let the students know because obviously they're going home and complaining to their parents. So make it really clear in the classroom. This lesson, we're going to be a little bit noisy because it's a group task, or this time everyone seems to be a little bit noisy today, and remember, these are the strategies that we're going to follow. These are the processes in place to keep it quiet, and we need to keep it quiet because we want everyone to be able to concentrate on their work. So make it clear to the students, but also you need to make it clear to the parents because they're not aware, they don't know, and they'd like to know. Only because they care about their child. So we need to do that. The next step is the next step. What action will you take going forward? Will you remind the students of the processes in place for classroom management? Will you remove that particular child to a different seating arrangement? Will you talk to the students involved and just remind them of the protocols that are happening in your classroom? It's really good to let the parent know, but also let the students know what will happen going forward. Remember, everyone, this is what our rules are, or whatever you need to do. The next thing I want you to do is just keep perspective. You're doing the right thing. The parents are only just advocating for their child. They're not attacking you, usually. So just keep that in mind. Just take it with a grain of salt. Just know that they are only concerned for their child and they want to know that you're concerned for their child as well. So let them know that you are. That's okay. I want to help you build confidence. So these are really good steps to follow when you're responding to a parent email or a parent request. If it's just a little bit of, feels like a little bit of judgment, or it feels like a little bit of attack on you, just stop and pause and just know that it's coming from a place of love for their child. I'd really love to know if you've had emails similar to this and how did you respond? I'm really keen to know.